They are ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brings up second.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. If I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
It's second.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
15. And a Raider first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
34-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a Las Vegas first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Josh Jacobs.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Well, this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Carr. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down. and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here.
Field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
To Nick Chubb.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
18 on the play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Josh Jacobs.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go with Jacobs. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So that one will be accepted. Here's Jamie Gillen now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're on the tackle.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd and 9. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
The open man here, Renfro. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now, Carr again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down. It's Jacobs, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
At the 22-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. King.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Jones. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
First down, Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
The ball carrier.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And a Raider first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
50 seconds.
From the gun, Carr flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Complete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Their own 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off down near the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
He's checking crowd. Regular.
A run for Nick Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 38, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish.
But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Jacobs, the ball
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
7-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing now is Carr, rolling to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. From the gun, Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the Raiders have got him. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mayfield to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The first throw now for the backup, Keenum. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Carr going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
The kick is
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns get a score closer. And it's 17-7.
This kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 17, Browns 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
The 27-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Josh Jacobs.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Right at the
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the 5th-year running back, it's Jalen Richard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for Odell Beckham.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
1-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it go again. And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that down play. Nets a -4. The Raiders on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Damon Arnett up to make the tackle.
Down by Damon Arnett. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On second down, Jacobs. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.